Hi guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. Paul with you here again today. Today we're going to talk about we're going to talk about how to sell motorbikes online. Motorbikes, sort of a series that I've been looking at recently to do with motor vehicles, cars, accessories, boats, motorbikes, those sort of things. Bikes and motorbikes and scooters mopeds I put in the same category. Also got bicycles and all sorts of things, but motorbikes is what we're talking about today. Now, all these automotive areas are quite broad in what you can cover. If you think, most people when they think about selling motorbikes, they think of the actual motorbikes themselves, which of course you can sell online. But there's also all the accessories that go with it. Helmets are mandatory in many countries, including Australia. All the riding safety equipment, all the accessories, all those sort of things go towards making up items or making up a business that you can look into if you're passionate about motorbikes, or if you know about motorbikes, or an expert in motorbikes, or anything to do with that, you can look at selling motorbikes online. So what we'll go through today is just have a quick look at what we mean by motorbikes, and they're the niches and sub-niches I was talking about before, what we need to think about before we get started, how we can sell them, and then what we need to get amongst to be able to sell motorbikes or their accessories online. So a bit to cover, won't keep you here too long. The most of what I'm talking about is in the post, but it does give you a good run through. Okay, so what we're looking at first is motorbikes. Now, what I also always like to do if we're talking about selling motorbikes online is just make sure that there's a market. We don't want to be, I don't want to go through I don't want to go through all the information with you, get you excited about setting up your own online business to do with motorbikes, and then find out there's not a market for it in the online sense. I guess, one thing that people think about is that, motorbike helmets need to fit, and for safety reasons they need to be fitted. Safety gear needs to be looked at. Motorbikes might need to be ridden. All those sort of things are maybe reasons that people would say you can't sell them online. So let's have a look and see what we're talking about. So I'll just flick over to my post quickly for a second. So as we go through looking at motorbikes online, I just want to do some search and see what people are looking for. So you can see here, motorbikes, 7,098 average searches per month. Motorbikes for sale, 8,697 average searches per month for that search term. That means that by default, there is an interest in people buying motorbikes online, meaning that there's a market there for you if you wish to sell motorbikes online. And there's a few different ways we can do this, which we'll talk about as we go through. Let's look at motorcycle, motorbike, motorcycle. I played with the wording here to see which one I would do. Motorcycle has 156,956 searches, so maybe let's use the term motorcycle rather than motorbike. Helmets, youth motorbike, cycle helmets, kids motorcycle helmets, helmets cheap, helmets for women. So you can see there that the different wording has brought out some different things people are looking for, which is obviously helmets. And then just for another side of the fence, motorcycle rental. I have friends who go over to America each year and do a big Harley Davidson ride across the US. So that would be something that if you're selling motorbikes online, might necessarily be the bikes themselves. It could be the rental side of things. And finally, just make sure that there's an interest. Motorbike, motorcycle. Motorcycle is obviously the more searched for term. There seems to be a peaks and troughs here. I would say the peaks are in the summertime these searches tend to be guided by Northern Hemisphere behaviours. So I would say that Northern Hemisphere summer would be where those peaks are. Doesn't mean you can't sell them in winter, sorry. Just means you need to change what you're selling. It could be how to store them successfully, looking at all the products you need to keep the bike through those winter months. So it could be just polishes and waterproofing and that sort of stuff. Anyway, that's some of the things we can look at. Okay, now just before we go back to me talking at you, we mentioned a second ago about all the things you can look at when it comes to motorbikes. Now this is the first part of it. What is our niche? There's three parts that we want to look at here. First is what is our niche. Second is who is our target audience, and the third one is what problems are we solving. So we'll just have a quick look at some of the niches you can think about. So you could be looking at general sales, you could be looking at specific uses, specific brands, accessories, electronics, safety, rental, repairs and maintenance, refurbishment, and motorbike touring and holidays. They're just some of the ones that I've just come up with off the top of my head. And that's where we start to break down what it is we want to cover. So as we come back to the camera. So what I'm talking about here is that, as I mentioned, the three things that you need to look at before you think about how you want to sell your motorbikes. The first one is, what is it you're going to sell? What part of the general motorcycle niche are you going to look at selling? It could be, as we mentioned, just selling motorbikes. There's a couple of sites in there that you can do affiliate marketing through, which you can sell motorbikes. It could be all the accessories. It could be selling information on how to refurbish or restore an old style motorbike. It could be one for dirt bike racing, for parents looking to get their kids into dirt bike racing. You could decide to go into that niche and sell products around that. It could be the rental market. As I said, that's huge. That's a massive, in any of the automotive areas that I've covered, boats, motorbikes, cars, caravans and RVs is another one. The rental market in those is massive. So that could be something you could look into, setting up a site where you can link people off to rent motorbikes, or you can rent motorbikes yourself if you wanted to, I guess. All those variations. So have a think about your niche and what it is that you're passionate about and what it is that you're interested in selling, because if you know that information, the next two things we look at become a little bit easier. The next two areas to take into account is, and these are sort of chicken and egg, so what do we talk about first here? But the two areas here are, who is our target audience and what problems are we solving? Again, think about the target audience from the point of view of, if you have if you are dealing with getting people set up, so say for example, a lot of where I live here, just stumbled all through that, didn't I? Where I live here, a lot of there's quarries nearby, so a lot of the parents here take their younger kids out to the quarry to learn how to ride motorbikes and the like. So think about a family who's parents who are decking out their children in motorcycle gear, as opposed to professional hardcore riders who are looking for the best of everything. They're going to be a different target audience in what it is you're trying to talk about. For the families, it might be safety for the children and getting all that sort of stuff on a budget. If there's more than one child, they're going to need the same products for all the children. If you're dealing with the hardcore professionals or the weekend, avid fanatical motorbike riders, they might want the latest gear. They might want to know what can make them ride just that little bit better each time. So the things that you're marketing, the things you're going at for your different audiences are going to be slightly different. Think about the Harley Davidson owners. You've got the people who ride Harley Davidsons who do it for the riding. And then you've got the others, like another friend of mine who's got it purely so he can polish it all weekend. Rarely rides it, spends way more time polishing it than he ever does on it. So again, different target audience, different people who are looking into those sort of things. And then the third aspect that runs onto that is, and I've touched on that already, is with the audience that you're targeting, what problems you're solving. Again, go back to the Harley Davidson riders, the ones who ride them, what problems do they have? As opposed to the people who spend more time polishing than actually riding. It's interesting because there's a Harley Davidson shop in the complex where we have our Pilates studio, and I was talking to the owner about that the other day, and there is, without being condescending, there is two definite categories of Harley Davidson riders, the riders and the polishers. That's what he calls them. But having said that, what are the problems that a polisher has as opposed to a rider? The rider is going to maybe want to know what the best oils are. So you might be selling them oils to go in their Harley Davidson to keep it running as smoothly as possible. They might want to know what the most comfortable seats are. They might want to know what the best tyres are. You might be selling them all tyres, seats, oils and the like. Whereas a polisher, obviously you're going to be selling them the chromes that go onto the bikes, or the cleaning gear or anything like that. So they're the differences in areas, that the problems that people have within your target audience, within the niche that you're dealing with. So they're the three things that you really need to have a good idea on before you get into actually how you're going to sell these things. What is your niche? Who is your target audience? And what problems are you solving? If you can get those three things clear in your head, then we move on to how we're going to sell them. So how are we going to sell them? There's a couple of options that you've got. Now, all of these options can be pretty much used for any aspect of selling motorbikes online that you like. First one is affiliate marketing. So with affiliate marketing, you don't actually hold inventory, you don't hold any stock, you don't manage the sale. All you do is write about, solve the problems for your readers, and then you refer them off to the other two companies who sell that stuff. They make the sale, you get a commission for the sale. That, in a nutshell, is what it is. Let's go back to our Harley Davidson polishers. You might be selling, you might join, there's affiliate programs for motorcycles where they can purchase all the chrome bits, you know, the foot rests, the foot pegs, the handlebar, the brake levers, all that sort of stuff. So you might write about all those sort of things, how to make your bike look even better, you know, alloy brake, footrest, alloy brake, foot pedals, pins, etc. And then you link them off to the site that sells them, and then you make a commission. That's how you solve problems, and that's why your niche is important. So affiliate marketing is your first one. In the post, it does talk about how to find affiliate programs. Let's scroll down to have a look at that just quickly for you. So if you're dealing with affiliate marketing, go into your, and as you can see in the post here, there's plenty of information about what affiliate marketing is. But basically, you just type affiliate motorcycle and you can see all the different affiliate programs. Easy Rider is a rental one. OS Motorcycles, motorcycle parts, import motorcycle parts again. Motorcycle House is motorcycle apparel, luggage and parts also. Gear Superstore, you know, as the name suggests. So do the search for affiliate motorcycle. Find the sites that you want to, that match your niche, your target audience, the problems that you're solving. Apply to join them. And once you've done that, you can start writing about the products. You might do some comparisons, some reviews. Okay, so let's review why you'd want to rent either of these. You know, why would you, when to rent a dirt bike? You're not going to rent a dirt bike to someone who's going to do a long haul bike trip or down Route 66, or are you? That's what you're looking at. So those sort of things are what affiliate marketing looks at. So there's your first one, affiliate marketing. Next one is drop shipping. Now, drop shipping is slightly different. You still don't hold inventory, you still don't do the shipping, but you manage the customer service and sales, because what drop shipping does is almost like wholesaling. In fact, some people do call it wholesaling. So you might strike, and this would be good if you're selling motorbikes, you might strike up a drop ship deal with some motorbike sales yards or motorbike sales companies. You write all about the motorbikes, then you come up with a acceptable price that you will effectively wholesale the bike from the supplier for. Say the bike's $2,000 that you've got the deal with, they'll charge you an extra $200 for shipping and $150 processing fee. You then write all about the bike. You can set whatever price you like. You might sell, if it's $2,000, you might sell it for $4,000. Meaning once you've paid all the stuff to the wholesaler, you get about, what's that, $1,500, $1,600 profit out of it. You can up your price, you can down your price, all that sort of stuff. So the main difference between the two, affiliate marketing, they control everything. They control the price, the lot, the sales, customer service and everything. All you get is commission from the sale. So if it's 10% and the bike's $4,000, you might get $400, but you haven't managed anything else. With drop shipping, you can set the price. At the price $4,000, you might make $1,000 in profit, but you've got to handle all the sales, all the customer service, anything that comes back to you, you've then got to deal with that and go through the supply yourself. So there's pros and cons for both. But again, if you're looking for drop shipping programs, you can go in and do a search for dropship motorcycles, and you can see First Gear motorcycle parts drop shipping parts for cars and motorcycles. So again, you join these programs, ask them what they want to do. Last price is cheap shipping, and it might be for motorcycle parts. So again, you are just simply managing the sale of the motorcycle parts, and then they ship it out, and that's what drop shipping is. Third one then is to sell your own products. You might refurbish motorbikes and sell them. You might restore restore vintage motorbikes and sell them. You might be, if you're very good with your hands, you can build the pins and the customized foot pins and foot the names are just gone. Where you're at footrests, customized brake levers, customized panniers, kind of customized seats. If you can sew and make seats, you might sell your own seats with extra padding in for long haul. You might sell, there's, you know, audio equipment for in helmets and things like that. If you can make it, and this is very popular in the apparel, bike apparel type things. So it might be the protective scarves. It might be, you know, you might paint helmets. You might purchase helmets at wholesale prices and customize paint them. You might make motorcycle leather vests. You might make leather pants. You might make metal protective gear. Anything that you can make that you can sell for motorbikes, make it and sell them on your site yourself. Piece of cake. I mean, all you got to do then is just make it. So again, if you're passionate about bikes and you're an expert at making something, why not make them and sell them online? Finally, and this is this sort of combines all the other areas that why not demonstrate? If you're someone who, if you're restoring vintage bikes and then selling them to make a living, why not videotape you restoring and then sell the parts either through affiliate links? So say, for example, you're restoring a vintage bike, and as you're videotaping a demonstration on how to do a certain thing, you might say, this is the tool I use, this is the best tool I found to use this. Click on the link below in the video and go off and you make affiliate income while you're doing it. Because people go, oh, if I'm restoring, I need that tool. They go, purchase that tool from the affiliate vendor. You make those commissions as well. That can be a way that you can do it in a dual purpose. So you can do coaching or demonstration on how to do stuff. So how-to videos are very popular on YouTube. I watch them a lot, for anything from tying fishing knots to fixing my whippersnipper, all sorts of things. I've watched videos on how to do it on YouTube. Do that and then put your links in the bottom. So at the end, you get the vintage bike that you sell. And if people have been following you all along, they might actually want to buy that bike from you, which increases your sales. And then you got your affiliate stuff as well. And who knows, you could even become an influencer, meaning that companies will start to pay you to use their tools. Snap-on might pay you to use their tools, and then you're promoting Snap-on tools, big commissions from Snap-on tools because they're expensive, but they're also paying you to use their tools in the videos. It takes a while, you've got to build up a good following, but it does happen. Okay, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, selling your own products or demonstrating with a mixture of any of the others. Coaching, you can set up an online coaching course, riding course, anything like that. I mean, why not teach people to ride bikes? And then, so what do we need for all this? Finally, the things we need a website. You will need sorry, my phone just beeped at me. You'll need a website, you'll need some social media. So if you need help with your website, if you're looking in my post, and this is my little sales pitch for you here, if you're looking to build your website and you need help to build a website, click on this big red button here. It's under what you need, build a website. Click on this big red button here. I can help you get your website up and running for whatever online business you choose to do with motorbikes. But the reason you need a website is, I've mentioned a lot of times, you know, you'll write about products, you'll write about, you know, what are the best jackets what's the most safe leather jacket to wear in hot conditions? What's the safest leather jacket to wear in cold conditions? When do you need, what sort of jackets do you need for anything to do with motorbike riding? What sort of bikes to rent? Well, you write all about these things on your website. That's how you attract people. Your website is written, your posts are written to solve the problems of your readers that we mentioned earlier, and then they either click on the links to purchase the products, find your YouTube videos that way, or they find them through YouTube, which links them back to your website, either or, and that's how you use a website. So if you need any help with your website, click on that link within the post. And then you're going to need social media. Now, social media, we've already mentioned YouTube. So YouTube's the second largest search engine in the world. So you're using YouTube to find your, to demonstrate the things that you're doing. People can find your videos through YouTube or through your website. And I mean, this video you're watching now, you might have found it through my website, or you might have found it directly on YouTube. So you'll need that. Facebook is another pretty good option. Obviously, Facebook needs to build following, but you can write all about, link people off to your website and YouTube channel there. Pinterest is quite good. Instagram, if you're selling motorbikes that you've done up, take all the photos, throw them up on Instagram. You build a following on Instagram, People will look at your photos and you can sell your bikes that way. Join Facebook groups. Facebook groups you can't actually go into Facebook and say, hi, I'm Paul, I sell motorbikes. Normally they'll throw you out. However, Facebook groups are a very, very good way of finding out what problems people have right now. What do they want to know about right now? As winter comes in, you might get people on Facebook going, you know, I ride a lot to work. What are the best gloves that keep my hands the warmest? You go, right, you go in, you find your affiliate programs, you do whatever, you write all about the best gloves you use to keep your hands warm. You do a little video like this, which demonstrate the gloves, show them if you've got them. And then because you know people are looking at that right now, because you've got that within your social media research, you've got a lot more chance that you're solving the problems of your target audience at the right time. Okay, there you go. How to sell motorbikes online, how to sell motorcycles online. Choose your niche. What about motorbikes are you going to sell? What problems are you going to solve, and who is your target audience? Once you've got a good idea around all that, then the next thing obviously is, are you going to affiliate market, drop shipping, selling your own, or demonstrating and coaching? And then what do you need? You'll need a website, you'll need some social media, off you go. Okay, if you're watching this within YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope that was helpful for you. If you're watching this within the post and you have any questions, you need any help setting up your website, any question to do with getting started, choosing your niche, what problems you can solve, post ideas, anything to do with that, please don't hesitate to comment below. We'd love to help you out. Okay, guys, thanks for that. Speak to you soon. Bye.